This is my bread and butter, is repairing these motors. And what happened here was one thing I preach every time I'm doing a job is be careful of this rotating starter switch here, because if you break it, pretty much the motor's ruined. And I was talking to the customer, we were chatting, and I turned around and wasn't paying attention, and I actually hit the switch on the edge of the motor barrel and broke it. And we weren't able to finish the job that day, which didn't make me look good or feel good. The customer wasn't particularly upset about it. He's a reasonable guy. Do something long enough, he's gonna make mistakes. But luckily, I had a rotor from another pump that we previously, I don't know, mutilated on this channel or done something to, but it's the same rotating assembly. So we will be able to repair this one. I'm going to turn this up on its end so I don't knock it over and destroy everything. What we've got to do is we've got to pull the bearing off here and pull that switch off. Got all this stuff ready to go. You don't have to watch me fumble and bumble. So, this bearing off of here. This particular brand of motor, they don't have a center machined into the back of the shaft. So somebody's been beating on this motor. I think that shaft is a little bit mushroomed. If this was a motor we were planning on reusing, we would take and file down that shaft. But we're not planning on reusing it, so we'll just force that bearing off of it. Man. There she comes. That bearing anymore. Set him under here. Set this ratchet over here. So on top of this guy, you've got a little C-clip you got to pop off. It'll fly across the room. Since I have another one here, identical, I won't lose this one because we have an extra. If we didn't have an extra, this thing will fly into outer space and we never see it again, because that's just how they like to go. So, but because I don't need the whole thing, it came off without breaking. And then I got another C-clip there. I could reuse if I had to. Let's see if we can pop that guy out of there. There we go. Look at that. Didn't lose two of them, so we're done with that rotor. Now here's the one that we're going to reuse. Let's put them over here so you guys can see. And this is in pretty good shape, so this should pull fairly easily. Actually, I just put this bearing on here the other day. They should be about the same weight springs. They look pretty identical. We're going to test it out now. Make sure she starts okay when we're done. It's only a little 115 pump, so we'll... there we go. So that bearing's off. We are done with this puller. I'm gonna put it away. So we have a bunch of junk laying out here. Wow. She was there we go. So she's off. And I'm just gonna compare these two side by side. The spring's the same length. Weights look to be the same size weights. So we should just be able to pop this guy on there. And a gentle twist, and it clicks in, locks in place. We'll put our C-clip back on the top here. It keeps it from riding backwards. All right, that's on. Success. Now, drive this bearing back on. You're gonna be shocked that I'm using the proper tool instead of a pair of lineman's pliers to drive this on with, but I don't know what I do with my lineman's pliers. Almost home. All right, that's on tight. Put the driver back where it gets lower. Make sure we didn't lose our crazy wavy washer out of here. No. There she is. Make sure that's seated right. And I had already made witness marks on that. I usually do that on camera, but since I took this apart at the customer's house, of course I'm not wearing my glasses, so I have no idea where those witness marks might be. Here's one. All right. That works well. There's nothing quite as satisfying as swinging those lineman's pliers and smashing stuff with them. Thing looks good. See if it runs. I'm going to turn this off. This has a relay in it, so you don't have to sit there and try to hot swap things. And here goes nothing. Oh my goodness, it tripped. Wow. That's not good. And we're back. You know, I wasn't going to accept defeat that easily. I took the motor back apart and teeny tiny, they use these little 3/16 inch crimp connectors inside of these things. And I guess ought to take it all apart and everything. Let's put this on right. I must pull one loose, and it, yeah, that'll do it. That'll make a motor not run. So, who knew? All right, let's turn this guy on and run it. We'll see if we can clean up the shaft. There we are, low speed, man. That little guy sounds good. It looks like Scott Barron knows what he's doing. A little bit of emery cloth. Just want to get that surface rust off of there. See how that looks. It usually looks better when they're spinning than doing the stop. Had a little bit of pitting on there, but it's not too bad. We'll take a wire brush and it spreads before we put it back together. And let's see what high speed sounds like. Man, it sounds good. For a motor I just condemned. Better than I thought it was. I almost gave up. Want to turn this guy on. And I'm going to let the motor go one way and the wire brush go the other. Now she's done.